This hawk swoops down and takes its face off.
That's it.
Back to the clubhouse. It's a damn hot sitting over there.
Today we're going to install dash cams.
What I'm going to use this for, this is plenty fine. Toodaloo Fred. So today, what are we doing today? We're doing a lot today.
We're going to go and grab a biscuit. We got to install that we're going to do on the Phantom Blue. Come along for the ride. We're going to go get a biscuit and
Install some stuff.
I'll have to remember that cost back there on the way back. At least the sun's out today. About to turn into Harley.
Little prime rib, fried egg and cheese this morning.
added some mayo, of course. First bite.
Twice they haven't lived up to their expectations. So that's it.
Back to the clubhouse.
Getting ready to get an upgrade to his bike. He's gonna freaking dust me after he gets his upgrade. I'm gonna be jelly. I'm gonna be jelly. I gotta get him in when I still can. You get your upgrade, you're gonna skunk me.
Devil in the fireball.
Raising hell in the Chevrolet. So today we're going to install some dash cams on the Phantom Blue. Blue got these as part of his birthday gift. Don't worry, he's not 50 yet. He isn't ready to give it up for a trike.
I've not got that AARP card yet.
Did not got the AARP card. Even though Blue won't go with the trike, he'll go with the sidecar.
Sidecar
So at
all
some
day.
point in time, we're going to put a sidecar on the Phantom Blue, but that's a couple of years down the road.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, today, dash cams. There's two of them, front and back. And these are, you know, they've got them for motorcycles. They sell them on Amazon. This set was about 170 bucks.
There was a $40 coupon attached,
Yeah.
so I got $40 off of that.
Yeah.
And I'll put a link down in the description, so if you want to check them out, feel free.
So we're going to stick these on the Phantom Blue. These things also have like a G-force sensor in
Yep.
case of a crash or you fall off. It'll stop and save the footage. If Blue gets cut off by a semi, or he runs into a wild hog moment where this hawk swoops down and takes its face off.
That happened coming back. That happened coming back from Mobile,
Yeah.
but the camera wasn't rolling.
It was awesome. I was behind him and he was like, "Oh!" It was cool. The hawk was gorgeous. I wish we would have gotten some footage. I mean, the wingspan, it was just a gorgeous bird. But this is what we're installing. There's a couple of modules that's got to be put on. We're going to have to drill a hole in the bike. Don't get scared, Blue. Don't get scared.
I'm not scared.
Okay.
I'm not scared at all. I'm used to it. But not that you would have to drill. Just depends on where you put the little box. You can put it under a seat and not drill anything. But I choose to put it up in the glove box for easy access.
But real quick, we're going to show you all the stuff we took off this bike.
truly, if you're going to do this, don't let that scare you, because that is only like 30 minutes worth of work.
Got these cables, and these are extension cables for the camera, right? And they connect between the main control box, which is this guy. Here's the end of it right here. We ran it underneath this black piece, back up through. Here's the wire right there. Go through the frame right there. It comes out right here. We're gonna run it down in this cable trace. And then this guy is gonna run down this side of the fender. And we've checked the length, it is long enough. And it's gonna connect right here to the camera. Going to stick right here in the middle underneath the tour pack. Step number 2, drill a hole.
I ain't scared. As many holes as I put in that ST, I ain't scared.
Drilling hole, $5 piece.
Come on now, that's Harley.
Excuse me, drilling hole, $500 piece.
You're paying for quality.
It's quality rubber.
Things are always harder than they seem. It was a little more difficult running those wires through than we anticipated.
And it's really just because we wanted it inside of that box. So it was relatively accessible, but out of the way. Two Blue Fred. Freaking work on your bike every day.
It does seem about right. We take these bitches apart so damn often. There's always something new to do. Shit. Gonna tidy up some wires. Blue's gonna tidy up some wires. We'll be back in a second.
We're gonna cover it up, man.
Easy as pie.
Well, I ain't going that far, but I do like pie.
Everybody likes pie.
There's always room for pie.
So, little story time.
Tell us, Blue. Hey, Blue, tell us a story.
Grandfather, tell us a story.
Grandfather, tell me a story.
There's a story. So, we went to the Ozarks one time.
Oh!
And we specifically, while we were there, wanted to go to Orc Cafe. A lot of, it's world famous, or at least motorcycle famous. But anyway,
It's famous for Two Blue Fred.
yeah. So we've known about it. We've eaten there before. We knew what to expect. It's a historic gas station out in the middle of the Ozarks, kind of by itself, maybe a couple houses. Anyway, we go in, we sit down, we eat burgers and fries. Probably, I don't remember.
It was probably burger and fries.
When it come time to order dessert, we want some peanut butter pie.
Peanut butter pie. Hey, Mrs. Two Blue Fred, peanut butter pie.
He's putting his order in. So they's like, so anyway, she goes back to the back where all the pies are. They got this big pie, thing, and it comes back and says, "We don't have any peanut butter pie. We're out." And I without blinking said, "We just rode 1,000 miles. I think it was 1,300.
It was a ways.
It was a ways. Just to eat peanut butter pie." And she's like, "Are you serious?" I said, "I'm dead serious." So she goes back, comes back, says the owner said give him 45 minutes, he'll have you some. Now I'm gonna tell you,
It was a little closer to an hour and 15.
it was longer than expected. They had to keep putting it back in the freezer to let it gel up a little bit. But we were determined to sit there and wait for that pie.
And it was.
That's the kind of people you're dealing with at the Orc Cafe. Good people.
Good people. Go
Good
visit
people.
them. Go visit them. Tell them Two Blue Fred sent you. You'll get a 0% discount. But go ahead and tell them.
And make sure you get the peanut butter pie. At least one slice.
At least. And if you've got a favorite, if peanut butter pie is not your favorite, order your favorite and the peanut butter pie. You won't be disappointed.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah.
Just the kind of thing that happens on a road trip. So we got this, he done put it all in.
Cover's done, but
Got the channel cover put back in. Moving on to step 18.
so the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and get power to the module. We're gonna lay the cameras on the bike. We're gonna check to make sure that all the wiring is functioning.
Okay.
So you good? Cutting this thing?
Absolutely.
Get rid of that slack.
Shake and bake. He may have a case of Corona.
I got the Rona.
See?
All right, so we connected the wires.
Hey, hey, hey. It might be working.
Damn it, Jim. I'm a doctor, not an engineer. Actually, I am an engineer. All right, try it now.
There we go.
So,
So that's camera 2, that's camera 1. Are we gonna have just front or back?
Yeah.
Or back front or front back?
Okay. And
let's put it back together. You sit down and do 3 jobs, you end up doing 4 because you find stuff that's not right. So what's happened is these blinker lights back here, filler lights, the top of them, the bottom is held in with screws and then the top is just sticky tape. And the sticky tape had let go, so it's kind of like leaning down a little bit. Scrubbed all that off. Now we're using the GoPro 3M V whatever.
VXB.
Yeah, the good stuff.
VXB.
So working on that. To the location. $10 says I get pulled over for obstruction of license plate. But when I do, I'm getting a thumbnail. I hadn't thought about that till I already stuck it and then I wasn't going to unstick it. Looks like we can finally start putting the bike back together 3 hours later.
This is the first test ride with the new dash cams, front and rear installed.
The bike says it is 37 degrees. I'm gonna try out Blue's new cameras. Installed yesterday took a little bit longer than we had anticipated because we did a couple of extra items that we weren't necessarily, well, we got to the point in the bike where it just made sense to do it, so we just did it. Fixed a couple of lights and a plastic piece that had broken. That was a good run yesterday also of our toolkit to make sure that we have all the right bits and tools and pieces in our kit to make sure that we can do any kind of emergency repairs or maintenance on the bike that would be required for any trip. So that was good as well. Blah.
Trying to kill me.
Yeah.
Oh, she was coming out of those houses back there.
Let's get some brekkie. So disappointing once again.
I enjoyed it a little bit better than Blue.
So yesterday we were going to take a lunch ride, but we worked way past lunch.
Yeah, it took us a little bit longer to get everything done yesterday, but we did good work. We're happy with the result.
Yeah, so you'll see that here in a minute. I'll put the footage from the camera install at the end of the video.
No, we appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure you hit that subscribe. If you like motorcycle stuff, if you enjoy watching two utes, if you enjoy watching two utes work on motorcycles, have a good time, cut up,
and travel these great lands.
Travel these great lands, hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up. Make sure you ring that bell so you're notified of new content. And as always, this is Two Blue Fred. Freaking ride every day. These two utes.
Two utes.
Heard that, two utes.
I mean, we're full of damn movie and quotes. Here's the dash cam footage, currently showing the front-facing camera, which is behind the windscreen. You might notice some glare artifacts in the image, strictly because it's behind the windscreen. Also to note that the images are blown up to 141% to match the current GoPro footage in the rest of the video. Also note, when you watch the image from the rear camera, I flipped it 180 degrees, so that's why you see the GPS data upside down in the top right screen. Both cameras are rotatable 360 degrees. It's just a little screwdriver adjustment, so I can straighten up the front camera and then turn the rear camera 180 degrees. What you can conclude from this video is, as a dash cam, it's great. It's plenty. For 150 bucks that we spent, there's nothing wrong with it. If you need better camera footage, you may want to think about spending a lot more for your dash cam, or even hardwiring a GoPro type camera in. I just need something that works. As soon as I turn the bike on, it starts recording, and as soon as I turn the bike off, it stops recording. That's exactly what I wanted, and it's for the money, 150 bucks, this will do exactly what I wanted to do.